If you've spent any time researching freelancing, or you've actually taken the jump and started, you've probably heard the advice that you need to niche down. You need to pick one thing, become known for one specialty, build your entire business around one service. It's probably the most common advice that you'll hear. The interesting thing is, I didn't go down that path. In fact, I intentionally built my business differently from day one. And I honestly believe it's one of the biggest reasons that I've been able to stay consistently busy for years now. Now, before everyone jumps into the comments, I'm not saying that niching down is bad for everyone. For some freelancers, it is 100% the right strategy. But I just want to throw out there that there's another approach that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. So in this video, I want to explain why I chose not to niche down, why it's worked for me, and how to decide which approach makes the most sense for your business, for you and for your business. So hi, I'm Jennifer. Thanks for joining me. I help aspiring freelancers build profitable businesses using modern strategies, AI, and proven systems. Now, this video is actually created because of a comment that someone left in relation to my not putting all your eggs in one basket. Now, in that case, I was specifically thinking about not putting all of your eggs into one client basket. But the comment really made me think a little bit beyond that, into the fact that I don't put all my eggs in one client basket, but I also don't put all of my eggs into one skills basket, or services basket, maybe I should say. Now, I know that when I started freelancing, the suggestions that I heard did advise me to become known for one thing. And with my background in technology, I had many people say to me, you should become the Excel expert, or maybe the Power BI expert. Other people said that I should decide whether I wanted to be a trainer or whether I wanted to be the instructional design expert or the AI expert, as that evolved as a possibility. Obviously, the idea there is simple. Its goal is that when someone thinks about a specific topic, they think about you. And honestly, there is a lot of truth to that. And again, that really will make sense for some people. For instance, if you're relying on SEO and you're trying to grow through social media, really trying to drill down with that niche to allow people to find you online is something that, could definitely help you. But for me, there was one problem. Going back to the I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket mindset, I couldn't help but thinking, what happens if that one thing changes? Now, I think that this is especially true for me because I do tend to do a lot with the technology niche. I've been technology training for a long time, longer than I want to admit sometimes. And I have seen a lot of software come and go. Software that used to be incredibly popular that really doesn't exist anymore, or definitely does not exist in the way that it did in the past. Now, I've also seen companies replace platforms. You think that one is going to be around for another, but it changes. The system gets retired and they move on to another system. And in the years that I've been doing this, I've seen some of my former colleagues build businesses around one niche product that they may have a good run with, but eventually the companies stop investing in it. And that always made me uncomfortable about approaching it from that path. If you did happen to listen to the All the Eggs in One Basket video, you'll know that that does not suit my personality and it doesn't suit my lifestyle right now as a single mom. I didn't want my income to be dependent on whether one software company stayed popular. So from the beginning, it was part of that conscious decision that I've been talking about. I was going to build my business around solving business problems, not based on one specific tool. So I think that that goes to what clients actually hire me for, because I don't think that really too many people hire me because they need an Excel trainer, although I do still a lot of Excel training. I often think that they hire me because they end up thinking something like, oh, we're rolling out Copilot. We need our employees to understand the new features. Or maybe they've made changes to Microsoft Teams again. Or maybe we are transitioning from a Slack environment to a Microsoft Teams environment and implementing that new skill. Or even we need leadership training or communications workshops. I feel like the tools change, but the underlying problems don't. Organizations are always trying to help people learn something new. That hasn't changed, and I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon. And that is the essence of what I do. I help people learn something new. And sometimes that means it's a new AI tool. Sometimes it's the tried and true Microsoft 365. Sometimes it's leadership development. Sometimes it's communication skills. The technology changes, but helping people doesn't. And oh, by the way, if you are interested in how I am able to offer somewhat seemingly different services and meld them together, then I've got a video for you down below. Be sure to check that one out. Now, I guess you could say that, ironically, I do have a niche. It just isn't one software application. My niche is helping organizations successfully adopt change through learning. Now, that elevator pitch is very different from saying, I'm an Excel trainer or I'm an AI trainer. Now, do I say that on occasion? Of course I do. But overall, the overarching theme is that the real value that I bring is making complicated topics understandable and helping people feel confident using them. When I went to college few decades ago now, the technologies that are available right now weren't even available. But I learned how to break down those complex topics and explain them into a relevant and usable manner. And that is what has really helped me, because I feel confident helping people use them. And that transfers across every single topic that I teach. And I feel like I've been able to evolve because my clients know that about me and they, in general, trust me. So there have been lots of circumstances where if I do a great job teaching, we'll just say Microsoft Teams, guess who they ask if they can do their next Copilot training or SharePoint training or OneDrive training, or if I'm able to weave it in well, their leadership development training. The relationship stays the same, but the topic evolves. And that's why so much business comes from repeat clients and referrals when you work that in a way that is beneficial to both you and the client. They aren't hiring you because of one tool. They're hiring you because they trust you to make their employees learn whatever comes next or whatever your skill is. Now, again, I just want to stress that if you're just getting started, it is possible that niching down may actually be the faster path for you. It is definitely a path. It's easier to market. It's easier for clients to understand. It's easier to build content around. And it can absolutely help you land your first clients. But I also challenge yourself to consider a longer term plan and think about what will happen if you put all of your eggs in one basket that is aligned to a certain software and then that software disappears in 5 years. Had I done this, what would have happened to my business? And if you do this, what would happen to your business? And if that question makes you a little bit uncomfortable, you may want to strategize a plan where you start thinking about beyond the tool itself. I'd say that instead of asking, what software should I specialize in? Or replace that question with what relates to you. Try asking, what problem do I solve? What skills do I have that I can transfer across industries? What do clients consistently compliment me on? That's an important one. Think about that. That is where the strength lies. And then what would still be valuable even if today's technology disappeared? Those answers are often far more important than the name of your software. So, in conclusion, I don't think that the goal is to become known for one tool. I think the goal is to become known for solving important problems. The tools are going to change, but if people trust you to help them navigate that change, you'll continue to have opportunities no matter what platform becomes popular next. So after all this, I'm going to admit I'm a little curious. Have you decided to niche down? Has it worked for you? Are you going to stay in that niche? Because you must think that it's helping you rather than limiting you. But I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective because I think this is one of those topics where there really isn't just one right answer. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope to see you on another one. Please consider subscribing. It does help little channels like mine. Thank you. Bye-bye.